Before we get started, please consider smashing that like button and subscribing if you enjoy our content. Don't forget to hit the bell to turn on notifications for future updates. What's up, Dorkalicious? My name is Lydia.
Yeah, I'm Kenny G.
And today we're gonna be...
Yeah, we're doing just a quick chat about the Elon Musk's Starship Mark 1. As everyone probably knows by now, and every mainstream media wants to, freak out over this, that there was an anomaly and the top basically popped. There you go, the video footage right here we got. Where, it looks rough, to be honest with you. But, I mean, if you pause it, you can see the metal warped here, right? But,
if you look at the very beginning, like here, let's go back. So, okay, pause for a second. There is, icy patches, you can tell all along that one seam at the bottom, and then a little bit starting at the top left there. So, I mean...
That's probably the liquid-cooled oxygen or something like that. I don't really know... what fuel they're using for it, but they pressurized the system and they were testing it for maximum pressure, and it popped its top basically, right?
Is there a guy in that thing?
No.
In the man lift? Are you sure?
There's a camera here.
Oh, it's a camera. Okay, that makes sense.
Or something like that. They wouldn't put someone anywhere near it when they're testing something so dangerous as this, right?
Yeah, that would make sense.
So, there's a few things you should know before overreacting, like mainstream media and basically everything else, which was sometime between when this happened and the initial debut of Starship, right? They had already at that point decided that they were not going to fly the Mark 1 or the Mark 2. Essentially, some revisions are needed for it to be able to fly. So this was never gonna fly, period. So there's no point getting super upset or worried.
Elon's gonna kill us. The testing is done for a reason.
Don't forget this is well, yes, it's a test first of all, right? And NASA, when they built their Saturn V rocket and the rockets before it, they had many failures before succeeding, right? Including actually losing astronauts. Right?
Yes.
I mean, Apollo 1, the rocket had a defect and it caused fire in the what is the command module? Oh, our cat's causing trouble in the background. But anyways, it caused a fire in the command module and they lost all the astronauts involved, right? And there's been many defects in other spaceships. So it's people who are overreacting, being oh, this is the end of the Starship thing. It's no, they kind of already assumed something like this was going to happen.
It's better to do it now on the ground while people are not inside.
Yes.
All of this should be done. Failure, he should be expecting failure, because we're dealing with high explosives here. We're dealing with he's even using a different material as well. All of this stuff has to be tested.
No one's ever worked with stainless steel as the material to build a rocket out of. At least far as I'm aware.
Right, exactly.
Right?
So
I mean, all this video really is to talk about, just that, right? And people shouldn't be overreacting, because this is not really that big a deal. Yeah, it kind of sucks if you were expecting Starship Mark 1 to fly, but the decision had already been made before this that it was never going to fly. It's just the way it was constructed was not airworthy, right? So, I mean, obviously they didn't blow it up on purpose, but I'm sure they were stress testing the hell out of the system, right?
Right, exactly.
And even the Mark II, which is already being built in Florida, is also not expected to fly. They said that as well. The Mark III, which is expected to be done in April, in the spring next year, is the first version of Starship they're expecting to go to orbit, right? But everything before it is testing, and testing is really important.
Yeah.
Very, very important, especially before putting people in the ship, right? So important.
Yes.
Everything is done, in steps.
Yeah.
And the other thing you got to remember is that in order to make these leaps and bounds forward in technology, you're going to have failures along the
setbacks.
way.
Yeah.
Right? Especially the way he's doing it, which is rapid development, sort of like software development. There is a term for it. I forget what it is.
It's like when you're fixing things on the fly.
Yeah, you're fixing it on the fly rather than literally
everything.
planning every minute detail and taking it through a board and having them review it and then reviewing it and then building it, then it blowing up and then reviewing and
we didn't expect that.
Send this back to the panel for them to review. It's like, no, let's just get it done and test it, see what works, see what doesn't.
Yeah.
And I mean, we all know SpaceX are great at improving on their development.
Yeah.
I mean, look at SpaceX was the first company to land a rocket. Reusable rockets. Have flown rockets and reused them. Used fairings, reused them, and so on. Right? I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So
what do you even say?
I know SpaceX will succeed.
Yes,
I know
they absolutely will succeed.
This is necessary. It's necessary to fail.
Setbacks like this will happen, and basically what I'm trying to say is it's gonna happen again, right?
Yeah.
You can expect multiple failures leading up to a success.
Yeah.
And then it'll be success, setback, success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even when they first started figuring out how to land rockets, they had a few that came like within feet of landing perfectly, and then like they just missed the landing pad and the rocket crashed, right? And now it's like they can do like Falcon Heavy with dual rockets landing together, and it's like, yeah, that didn't come out overnight.
No.
Right? They had to keep refining how they built them, how they programmed them, etc., etc. And it's going to be the same here. They're going to keep refining the design until it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Or near perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And then like once there's people in it, then you can outrage about like, oh, this isn't working properly.
Yeah, but even then, there have been lots of astronauts lost in the line of duty. You're strapping yourself onto a missile.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Missile bound for space.
Yeah.
Right, and hoping for the best.
But we need this in order to move forward with our species. So just be patient, everyone, and please support SpaceX. Buy a T-shirt, buy a sweater. These guys are doing great things for us. So we really need to.
They're innovating more than anybody else. I don't care what anyone says. The Amazon guy who wants to compete with Elon. I know he's developing his space program too, but his space program is not even close to this. Not even like close at all, right? So I mean, this is real. Like he's really doing it, right? And just keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Yes.
It was a rough week for Elon between this and the Tesla truck's window fiasco.
Yeah.
But things will bounce back.
Yep.
They always do. And I believe in Elon.
Me too. Yeah, exactly. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this. Are you put off? Are you excited for future development? Let us know in the comments below. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, give us a like and a share. Likes are very important for our channel as it gives our tiny channel exposure, and we need your help to not blow our top off. If you want to follow us on Twitter, our handle is YouAreDorkalicious. We also stream live weekly on Twitch. Our handle is super_dorkalicious, and we'll see you next time. It's been Lydia.
Yeah, I'm Kenny G.
It's been fun dorking out with you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Lydia. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a couple likes and a share. The likes are super important because every time you like, it gives our channel a bit more exposure. So please like. If you don't want to follow, at least like. Please, please, please. Also, if you want to chat, please leave a comment down below. Also, if you want to chat more frequently, we are on Twitch. The channel is called super_dorkalicious, and we stream pretty much daily, and we stream like video games, karaoke, fun stuff. So just pop on over to Twitch, super_dorkalicious, and definitely engage with us. So but for now, please like and share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.